Hello everyone, Merry Christmas to some of you if you are already celebrating around the world, and well, a warm welcome to F1 Fantasy Series 2024. It's the finale, it's round 16 here in Abu Dhabi, and well, what a season it's been. We started back in Bahrain in February and now we're all the way here in December for the big finale. 3 drivers up, we're separated with 9 points separating them in the drivers' standings at the top, with all a chance of maybe winning the Drivers' World Championship tonight. Charles Leclerc stands on the top with 188, with one hand maybe on the trophy, but Lewis Hamilton 7 points behind on 181, and Max Verstappen 2 points behind Hamilton with 179. This could be a big race for all 3 of them. Hamilton wanting to get his 8th world title, Leclerc his 1st, and Verstappen his 4th. So, without further ado, it's time to go straight, or time for me to head to the commentary box, which is here, and get straight on with it. So, F1 Fantasy Series, the finale of 2024, coming right up. Well, one last time in 2024 then, Formula 1 visits Abu Dhabi for a finale unlike any other. Welcome to the Assetto circuit, a 3.28 mile track spanning many straights, many sectors and plenty of corners. A top speed of 215 miles an hour and well, a very flat circuit on the newly built Yas Island. And well, we've had some fantastic moments in the past. Hamilton and Verstappen in 2021, that decided a championship that was drawn on points going into that race. And well, Hamilton and Verstappen, well, we know how that ended, and you know the fallout that happened afterwards. Well, Sergio Perez, the Minister of Defense of Mexico, pulling off some brilliant moves on Lewis Hamilton that helped his teammate Max Verstappen win the World Championship. Perez not here today, but Hamilton in for another championship run. And well, the move that maybe decided the championship, the last battle between these two, that championship, and Hamilton and Verstappen, well, battled it out, and well, we all know what happened next. Here we are then, Yas Marina circuit, and well, here's the starting grid all the way from the Middle East. Well, Pierre Gasly, he's had a fantastic season alongside Mick Schumacher in the Audi on the row 10. Franco Colapinto came in mid-season alongside Esteban Ocon on row 9. Fernando Alonso and Kevin Magnussen, Alonso a race winner in Paris-Orléans back in the spring, Magnussen having a good season in the Haas late season. Liam Lawson came in for Daniel Ricciardo, got moved up to Red Bull alongside his teammate Yuki Tsunoda on row 7. Sebastian Vettel and Jenson Button, the 2 legends, the 2 world champions on row 6. Oscar Piastri and Carlos Sainz on row number 5, and well, Sainz, a good season for him. Piastri, even better, 2 podiums for him. Lando Norris, not such a good season, but Daniel Ricciardo, the man in the Red Bull who replaced Sergio Perez. The 2 West Racing sport cars, West and Howell in a final race, and West looking to go on to next season and hopefully take some more points. Russell and Leclerc in the title fight. This could be key. He leads the championship, but these 2 men are looking to catch him. Max Verstappen starts in second and Lewis Hamilton on the pole. Here we are then, one last time this season, on the grids, here in Abu Dhabi, as we come to 5 red lights. Hamilton to the left, Verstappen to the right. Lights out, and away we go in Abu Dhabi for one last time in 2024. It's a good start from Verstappen. He looks like he's going to hold the lead quite nicely, but Hamilton will try the outside, and he will get the move done. Nice stuff. Lewis Hamilton defending the lead, going into turn 1 straight away. There's a battle in the background to a West Racing Sport jumping on Russell straight away. That's West. And well, the top 3 in the championship away cleanly. But as it stands, Hamilton would win the championship. 206 points for him. Verstappen almost. As we go down the straight, there's a bollard going flying in the background. But Lewis Hamilton is in the prime position and thundering down the straight towards turn number 5. A brilliant start for him. And well, Max Verstappen and Leclerc will be right on his tail. Now as we come down towards the first heavy braking zone on this circuit, the quick left-right chicane, West looking to go around the outside. Oh, sorry, that's Howell. Howell getting a good move done to defend away from Piastri and Norris. Well, now here we go. Down toward the long left-hander. Hamilton and Verstappen know it well. But here we go. Through we go for the first time, the sweeping left-hander. Hamilton keeping it well, West going wide in the background and almost getting it loose. Russell will go back through, and maybe Howell might want to pounce on this opportunity as well. A good start, but, well, good defence from West there. A very, very good defence. And, well, through the last sector we go, and It's quite slow. A lot of the cars taking it's a lot slower than what you'll normally see. But Hamilton will lead at the end of the first lap. Verstappen following, Leclerc, then Russell, West, Howell, Norris, and even more. It's been just perfect for Lewis Hamilton on this start. But Norris, Piastri, Ricciardo, Sainz rounds out the top 10. Button and Vettel rounding out 11th and 12th as well. But West having a not so good start and well jumping Russell on the get-go. But here we are then, now down towards turn 5. Lewis Hamilton leading the Grand Prix. He's got Verstappen right up close. And now look at the braking. Verstappen, the confidence he has already on the brakes. He really wants to try and make sure this championship's won. Remember, DRS now open and the front car can do it under Fantasy Series rules. So there's a bit more defence and a bit more tactics at play maybe that Lewis Hamilton can use tonight. But through we go now. It's a small left, right, and then onto the second main straight again. The second DRS zone on the track, and well, Howell has passed Russell, and a good move from Kai Howell with using the DRS and using it to good effect. The British Grand Prix race winner having a very, very good start for her. And well, Norris looking now to try and get past George Russell, but we cut away from that straight away. But well, there we are, back again. Norris right down the inside on George Russell, and a perfect start for him. Well, Piastri may look to follow here as we go down into towards the last, under the hotel, this last section of corners of 13, 14 and 15. But Charles Leclerc came into this race leading the championship and currently won't be winning it. He needs to jump Verstappen. If he jumps Verstappen, he goes level on points with Lewis Hamilton, but Hamilton will win the championship just purely on race wins. Because he's got 5. Leclerc, I think, has 3 from Saudi Arabia, South Africa and Las Vegas. West now looking towards the inside as we swoop down towards turn 5. This long section of corners. And maybe West going to try and dive down the inside. Looking and maybe loving a sniff. But Leclerc cuts it off. A good move there from West for a good try. But he will have another go as we come down towards this long back straight. West now looking, getting in the slipstream on Charles Leclerc. He's going to look towards the inside as we come towards turn 6. West to the inside. Leclerc, I think there was a little bit of contact, maybe rubbing wheels, but Leclerc gets it perfectly done. West gets a better exit now, side by side, down the back straight. Both opening DRS, I think. Looks like West has got his closed, but Leclerc, this is so even going in to the long, sweeping left-hander now. Leclerc defends it brilliantly and will stay in third. West gets cut off. And well, that West Racing Sport car, he can't quite get past Charles Leclerc. But they've broken away the top 4. They've got a 3-second gap between West and Howell now, and well, that might not be too uneasy for the West Racing Sport pit wall. It is Howell's last race in the West Racing Sport car tonight here at Abu Dhabi, and now West is right on the back of Charles Leclerc, right on the back of that gearbox, and really trying to make a move past. And well, Verstappen and Hamilton are even closer. They're 5 tenths between the two. The top 2 pairs in this fight just really enjoying it right now. And well, West looking towards the outside and having a bit more traction. That West Racing Sport car has performed really well all weekend, but just hadn't been great on qualifying pace. West towards the inside now, into turn 5, and what a brilliant move that could be. Oh, contact! Leclerc and West already in the wars. It's lap 4. Leclerc keeps going straight on, but West will be dropping down the field like a fly. But Howell passes, Norris passes, and now under pressure from George Russell and Daniel Ricciardo as well. The Aussie is getting in the mix as well. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo looking towards the outside on George Russell. Russell has sent it towards the inside, and more contact again. It's pinched George Russell. West can't quite do it enough, but perfect stuff from Daniel Ricciardo. He's taken advantage of that perfectly and will get up to 7th straight away. But this is just playing into the hands of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen as well. It's looking very, very good for the pair of them. And well, if I get the championship standings up as it stands, I think Hamilton would lead. Verstappen, I'm unsure, would be on 197 and Leclerc would be on 203. So Leclerc needs to get that place off Verstappen, and we will see if that comes around within the next few laps. But Verstappen still right on Hamilton's tail. This is just like that old 2021 season, isn't it? all over again. And well, the Ferrari in the mix as well. The last time we had three drivers going for the title fight, it was 2007. Lewis Hamilton, that was his rookie season, against Kimi Raikkonen and Fernando Alonso. One of those drivers on the grid today, and well, he's out of the race, and that's not a good start. Apparently there was something that happened at turn 5 on lap 1 that has stopped Fernando from continuing. Sounded like an engine issue, but it didn't get picked up by the cameras. Verstappen now looking on the back of Lewis Hamilton and really closing up on the brakes. Really, Verstappen probably one of the best last of the late breakers drivers on this grid. And well, Howell and West and Norris all battling the three Brits. And well, West will look to the inside and Norris trying not to get pinched, and West gets the move done up to 5th. And will now set his sights on his teammate. West looking now, coming toward the long sweeping left-hander of turn number 9. Howell defends it nicely, but West will still be right on the back as we go through that final sector. And well, the two West Racing Sport cars have been in the wars. They've had a bit of a tussle, especially at Le Mans was one of them, and also at Silverstone too. Howell went on to win. And well, Piastri has passed Jenson Button, and Button battling and up to 9th. But West has had a good season and will now look to try and send it down the inside and can't quite get it done. But it's so nip and tuck, and oh, West a bit wide and didn't really get that one done, but losing a lot of momentum, and Norris and Ricciardo will be on right on the back now of the two West Racing Sport cars. But at the front then, Hamilton and Verstappen once more battling for this lead. This could be a really quite crucial moment in the championship. These next few corners, Hamilton trying to defend off Verstappen, using DRS, but Verstappen will have the slipstream. He'll look towards the inside, going into turn 5. Verstappen trying to make a move for the lead of the race, and he's cut off by Lewis Hamilton, defending of a 7-time world champion and the attack of a 3-time world champion. Looking to make it 8-4 today. This could be a key battle in the race and a key battle in the championship. Verstappen right on the back again and looking towards the inside. You can take so many different lines into this turn 9 corner, but it's a perfect defence from Lewis Hamilton again. But well, Verstappen will have to try something different, get a bit closer, maybe save up some of that battery for one big attack. But Hamilton, none the wiser, dominant in this turbo hybrid era of engines. And well, but Piastri getting past Jenson Button once again. But Leclerc, it's not playing into his hands. He has dropped off a bit. Hamilton is running on the soft tyre, and Verstappen and Leclerc running the mediums as well as West. But we should expect to see Hamilton drop off the pace a bit when it comes to maybe lap 18 or 19 or so, when those tyres really do start to drop off. And West is in the pits. I'm not sure what's gone on, but I think this could have been damage due to a tussle. I'm not exactly sure, but West is coming into the pits. It's a very early stop for the West Racing Sport car, and well, this could be quite the story. And West will exit the pit lane. He's coming out on the hard tyres. So is he going long? Is he going to the end of the race? That is the question. Well, go as long as he can and maybe try to make up some ground. He will have some fresh rubber and it will last quite a long time, but he's come right at the back of the pack. I can't tell if that's one of the Kick Sauber cars. It looks like Guan Yu Zhou and Lance Stroll at the back there, but he's come out right at the back of the field, so we'll have some DRS, so he can try and make his way through, but that is a long gaggle of cars and it is stretching quite a long way. So West will have to do some battling now, but Hamilton has broken the gap to Max Verstappen. He's out of DRS range and can now streak ahead into the distance. But Verstappen will maybe reel him in a bit later in the race when those tyres do start to drop off. Well, maybe it might be time for hammer time very soon. It is Hamilton's last race in Mercedes colours before he swaps across to Scuderia Red. And well, maybe this could be the fairy tale ending that everyone wants, and everyone wants to see him win an 8th World Championship in a Silver Arrow. He's 7th in Mercedes colours, and the first he won back in 2008 as a McLaren Mercedes driver. He's won all of his championships under Mercedes power, and same with Max Verstappen. He's won with Red Bull, with many different manufacturers, the Honda in 2021, and, well, only with Honda, really, that Red Bull. He's won races with Renault too, but Kai Howell up to 4th, and, well, leading this pack of Norris, Ricciardo, Russell, Piastri, and now I think that's also Sebastian Vettel in the mix. So this has really closed up the field a bit. But Norris under pressure now from Daniel Ricciardo. As we come down towards turn 5, Russell will look towards the inside and maybe look to try and get the move done. Russell trying to make the move on the Aussie, and well, this could be perfect for George Russell and his championship hopes in chasing the Ferrari and the Constructors too. He does get the move done. It's a perfect move, but look at Vettel in the background as well. Russell might try to get 2 in one sector. Down the inside we go, Lando Norris. Russell gets the move done. A perfect move. A double overtake within a sector for George Russell. The Brit right on the top of things and maybe looking to move up the field. Perfect move from George Russell. But the McLarens let him by too easily, and so did Oscar Piastri too. And well, making up for a poor first 5 laps or so, George Russell. And getting back up there, certainly a good start for him. Well, Vettel and Yuki Tsunoda also moving up through the field quite nicely too. He's up to 10th now and in the points. Some RB Visa Cash Out RB points would work quite well for Yuki Tsunoda today. Here we go then, up through the hill, first sector. And down we go once more, down towards turn 5. Daniel Ricciardo. Well, he's had a mixed reviews to his Red Bull debut so far. It looks like he's only going to be in for a little bit. There's rumours that West Racing Sport are looking to sign him for the 2025 season. And well, right on the back of Howell now is George Russell. And George Russell will look and pull to the right-hand side. We're still focused on Daniel Ricciardo, but he looks like he's going to get the move done. But now, Oscar Piastri sending one down the inside on his fellow Aussie, and he does get the move done. Brilliant move from Oscar Piastri. The two McLarens loving life up in the top 10. And well, an absolutely perfect stuff. And George Russell on the inside on Kai Howell will try once again. George Russell to the inside and makes a brilliant move. What a nice section of the race this is for George Russell, and he's made it really count. Oscar Piastri sending one on the outside on Lando Norris. That's a wonderful move. He loves the outside, doesn't he? If you remember Bahrain, the first race of the season, when he got round the outside of Kai Howell for that podium, that P2 was key for Piastri and that start in this season. But Oscar Piastri, what a great start for him. But Lando Norris is dropping down the field and he's not really enjoying it. But look at Tsunoda as well. He's right in the back of Vettel. This is brilliant. And for the world, and for, well, the Constructors' World Championship, some points for Yuki Tsunoda would go down brilliantly with the team today. And maybe that might look to promote him into that Red Bull seat for next year. Liam Lawson as well is also tipped for that second Red Bull seat as well. But to partner Verstappen is, well, it's been a hard task. And Daniel Ricciardo will probably tell you that. So will Sergio Perez, who's at the race this weekend, but not in a racing capacity. West now, well, this is Howell, sorry, trying to defend from Oscar Piastri, sorry. In the background you can see Ricciardo looking towards the inside on Lando Norris. It's going to be side by side again, but I think Ricciardo might have just got the move done in the background. But we're staying on board with Howell. Piastri now will maybe get the closing speed that he needs to try and make the move, but backs out of it. He's going to stay right on that gearbox. All on that Mercedes technology. It's been gifted to West Racing Sport to get themselves started. And well, George Russell, that's a massive gap now between Leclerc, Verstappen and Hamilton. It's all spread out the top three. I'll tell you, they all seem pretty comfortable in their own skins. There's this first 11 laps or so. Hamilton doing quite nicely. He's doing all he needs to do. If he finishes first, well, there's nothing that Verstappen and Leclerc can do. He wins the championship. If Verstappen wins the race, he jumps right up to 204, and Leclerc will, well, maybe need to get second. I think Leclerc will need to get second if Verstappen wins today. But that's all in the realm of possibilities that could possibly happen in the next 47 laps or so here at Abu Dhabi. And well, Howell defending once again from Piastri, but Piastri will maybe get a good exit towards this DRS zone. And well, Piastri is also tagged along his Aussie mate, Daniel Ricciardo. And now as we come down towards turn number 6, and well, Piastri right alongside Howell, and will just try to defend it well, but Howell maybe might get the move done. Side by side once again, but Piastri streaked through into 5th place. It's a brilliant move from Oscar Piastri, but Howell will now look to get back as we come through down towards turn 9. Howell trying to get Piastri, but Piastri holds out, and 5th place is the Aussies. And well, Daniel Ricciardo will now look to try. Norris dropping down even further. Tsunoda and Vettel are now through. And well, we haven't really seen much of Carlos Sainz either today, but he's up in 11th. And he's, well, down to 11th, sorry. Well, Kai Howell dropping down the field a little bit, and maybe it's not what you want to see. Howell's expected to be around 4th place, but, well, leaving the team was her choice at the end of the season, and that's unsure if it's going to be retirement or swapping off to another team. But Howell now under pressure from Daniel Ricciardo, and Daniel Ricciardo maybe might try and have a look, maybe down towards turn 5, and he's right on the back of that gearbox and trying to have a look, and maybe might have the DRS now. But West down past Jenson Button, one of his former heroes. He had that Jenson Button Braun GP cap when he went to Silverstone for the first time in 2009, but he's battling with the man he used to support. Jenson Button down towards the right side, and will maybe try to battle, touch and contact between the two of them. The two Brits collide, but it's not quite hampered their race as much as you might think. But West survives and gets through, and now we'll have to try and get past another Aussie, Liam Lawson. And well, West has had an interesting race so far. He's really trying to battle, but I don't know if it's been a good decision for the West Racing Sport team to pit him, because he's going to be burning up that effect from that hard tyre, and he's doing quite well at trying to keep it going. But Lewis Hamilton leads the Grand Prix, and well, you can see Verstappen in the background. He's now more of a speck in the mirror than you can really identify, and on the back camera you saw there, but Lewis Hamilton doing all he needs to do. He's doing brilliantly, and this is exactly the driver world champion. This is exactly what the comfort needs. You just want a clean run for the next 55 or so, or 45 or so laps. No safety cars, no red flags, nothing that could put you under pressure. We all remember 2021 and what the power of a safety car can do, and well, a bit of a manipulation from the racing stewards as well. And well, I'm sure there'll be none of that today. Steps taken to ensure that it all stays fair. Lawson looking to get past, or Tsunoda, sorry, looking to get past Howell. You see an RB and a racing sport car. Could be any one of them, but well, Howell getting past Tsunoda and keeping the position. Vettel now on the pressure on the Japanese driver, the home favourite when we go to Suzuka next year potentially. The calendar's not announced for next year's Fantasy Series, so it's a good chance we could go to some incredible locations. We've been there this year to some fantastic places. Well, Saudi Arabia, you've had Paris Orléans as well. We went back to Sakir for the first time in 4 years and had a fantastic race over there as well. I've been to Indonesia for the first time, back to Malaysia. Some fantastic places we've been to. And you can watch all the highlights live here on Westie TV as well. You've got all the playlists. You can find that in the link in the description down below. And you can also go and find it on Westie TV and the channel as well. Well, Piastri under pressure from Daniel Ricciardo. And, well, this first sector is quite a lot quicker than it used to be. It used to, if you remember Abu Dhabi and have been a long time Formula 1 fan, remember it used to jerk off to the left and then turn come to the right. But now then, Daniel Ricciardo looking to put pressure on his fellow Aussie. And now down towards Turn 6 we go. Ricciardo right on the back of that McLaren. The Pyyer team have had a not so great season, but Howell now also under pressure from Tsunoda and Vettel as well, getting right in the mix. The Audi has had a fantastic debut season with Sebastian Vettel at the helm. Mick Schumacher not quite having a so good time in the other 47 numbered machine, but it's been a perfect season, a perfect return for Sebastian Vettel. That year out really I think did him good, and well, got him out of that car. But well, Button now side by side with Esteban Ocon, and really looking to try and get some points on the board. Maybe Button today, you know, his Brawn GP are low in the constructors standings. Chadwick as well, and West going very wide off in the background. I didn't expect that. Going to get past Carlos Sainz, but Norris is dropping down through the field and dropping down not so well. But West is right on the back of the main pack now, as you might see. The front leading 10 and looking to try and score some points. But well, the fresh tyres have certainly helped West and have certainly helped his hopes today. Maybe of getting a victory or throwing a spanner in the works of the front three in their title fight. But Carlos Sainz now looking to maybe defend as we go down through. Now down towards turn 6 as we come to have Ricciardo right on the back again. There's a small battle in the background of Howell and Tsunoda once more. Yuki Tsunoda has always really given his all, and well, he's got a reputation he's quite swearing on the radio. The FIA might have to have a look at that one after the race, but Tsunoda straight up and saying F yes, he's probably in the helmet right now as he gets past Kai Howell. Kai Howell maybe having a look towards the inside, but Tsunoda keeping 7th place and keeping the position. As we sweep through turn 9 once again, Vettel now will be right on the back of Kai Howell, and well, West he's really not having a good time trying to chase down these cars. I think he's had setup problems all weekend on the race pace, and was complaining after the practice sessions the other day that something's not right about his race pace and his setup for the race when they were testing it. What that could be, I'm not too sure, but well, West is really throwing that car about and trying to keep it on the track, and well, he went past the white line. He might maybe try and throw it down the inside on Carlos Sainz here as we come down towards turn 1, but I think he's backing off because of the time, but definitely not backing off. He's right on the gearbox of that Ferrari, and well, the Ferrari that one of his heroes, Lewis Hamilton, could be stepping into next year. And well, West right on the back of Sainz, and will maybe look to try and do a Verstappen-esque move. Down into turn 5 we go. West straight down the inside and getting the move perfectly done. And now into the top 10 and in the points. And well, Carlos Sainz is trying really hard and West is defending. And well, the Ferrari and the West Racing Sport side by side as we come down towards turn 6. Heavy braking on the brakes. West tries to cut to the inside. It's not going to work. It's all gone wrong. And Carlos Sainz, well, that is a Ferrari exit. If that's it, that's a Ferrari exit no one wants to see. He's out of the race and out of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And well, West, it was opportunistic, but it just didn't work. And that, well, has put an end to Carlos Sainz's Ferrari season. And well, there's only one driver in red now who will be scoring points for the Scuderia today. But that was a silly move from West. It shouldn't have done that. And well, that is, well, heartbreaking for Carlos Sainz and not the Ferrari exit he wanted. And oh, West is that, oh, that's opportunistic again. He's done it again. And Lando Norris is out of the race as well. 2 in, well, nearly just half a minute. And 2 crashes and collisions for West in half a minute. And well, Norris out of the race, Sainz out of the race. 2 key players in the Formula 1 World Championship out of the Grand Prix. And well, West will probably receive a penalty and investigation with the stewards regarding that one, and well, we'll see when it comes to a bit later on in the race. That will probably be under investigation. If it doesn't get investigated, I'll be surprised. But Daniel Ricciardo is enjoying his lead out in 5th, and well, Howell looking towards the inside on Tsunoda. Tsunoda defends quite nicely and does extremely well. But Howell looking to get back now on Yuki Tsunoda. This could be the key move of the race for Kai Howell. Howell looking towards the inside, will have the traction on the cleaner part of the track, and well, Yuki Tsunoda passed for 7th place by Kai Howell. Howell back up to 7th once again, and will now look to chase down Oscar Piastri and Daniel Ricciardo once more. But Vettel is hanging in 9th place behind, and well, George Russell has gone down to 20 seconds the gap now, and this could be, well, quite a clean fight for the front three. You can see Charles Leclerc there and Verstappen and Hamilton in the distance. Now that gap between Verstappen and Hamilton is slowly, well, it's going up a bit there, but it has slowly been coming down a bit. It was, I can't really remember, it has gone down a little bit, but Charles Leclerc might, if a fight between Hamilton and Verstappen, if we go off history, might play into Leclerc's hands just a little bit. Remember how fierce they are. Hamilton, in especially in his McLaren days, when it came to a World Championship fight, he was brutal when it came to making moves. You remember in 2007, I think it was his move on Rubens Barrichello. Turn 1 at Interlagos. That is a track I'd like to go back to for Fantasy Series next year. That's definitely a bucket list destination, is the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pace in Brazil. Or maybe we might go to a new track, but that gap is certainly coming down. 4.3. Last lap it was a 5-second gap. Now it's down to 4.2. So Hamilton, maybe those tyres are starting to drop off the face of the earth a little bit. Leclerc, though, this might rub into his hands as well, if he's falling off as well. So Leclerc and Verstappen, and well, I think there was a car in the pits there. I'm not sure. I think it was Tsunoda that we were looking at. Norris in the sign, sorry, we were looking at. But Piastri coming through the last sector now, and well, tagging Kai Howell along for the ride, and there's Daniel Ricciardo looking to lay chase, but well, we should see a few drivers dropping off the pace now a little bit, and on the C5, so Hamilton, Ricciardo, Vettel, Ocon, and Chadwick, all in the top 20 on the C5 tyre. Sorry, we've got the C3 as the medium, and we've also got the C4, so they're a slightly softer tyre. We've got all 5 types of Pirelli tyre here at Abu Dhabi, part of the Fantasy Series rules. But here comes Oscar Piastri, right on the back of his Aussie teammate, Aussie national, coming towards, and well, this three are battling really quite strongly, and well, Ricciardo does brilliantly to defend both of them and keep at 5th place. But Piastri will have to DRS once again. The gap between Hamilton and Verstappen down to 2.7 seconds now. This is going to get really quite close and tight. And well, I think Piastri looked to sling one down the inside, but he has got the move done, as we can see on the tower on the left-hand side. But Verstappen, 2.4 behind now, and is really trying to chase Lewis Hamilton down. This could be a huge moment in the race and a huge moment in the championship fight too. If Verstappen was to pass Hamilton now, I think he would be on 204 points. Leclerc would still be on 203, remember, but Hamilton would be knocked down to 3rd in the championship on 199. But Verstappen, if he got the move done and it stayed exactly the same for the rest of the race, the next 38 laps, Max Verstappen would be the world champion. But as it stands, Hamilton still in the championship lead, still in the lead of the Grand Prix, but Verstappen is catching very, very quickly as Hamilton's tyres degrade. 1.6 seconds the gap as we come through turn 9, but Verstappen will have the grip and have the exit that Lewis Hamilton doesn't want at all. Charles Leclerc, meanwhile, 7 seconds behind Verstappen, 8 seconds off the lead. This could be a crucial moment in the race for Lewis Hamilton and for Max Verstappen. Now, if the Mercedes pit wall are thinking what I'm thinking, there could be a pit stop. Could be a pit stop for Lewis Hamilton, but Max Verstappen, he stays out another lap. And well, look at him, he's really struggling on those tyres, and he's lost a lot of grip on the exit. Max Verstappen, right on the gearbox of Lewis Hamilton, and looking as we go in towards turn 1. Through sector 1 we go. It's like 2021 all over again. Hamilton on the worn tyres. Verstappen chasing on a nicer set. And well, Verstappen coming now down towards turn 5, and maybe we'll try to get the move in the same place he did last time out. Not quite enough. Verstappen holding on the back of Hamilton, but we'll have the DRS as we go down towards turn 6. It's a long, long run all the way down towards the sweeping left-hander. And well, Hamilton trying to defend with the DRS now, but Verstappen right on the back. Last of the late breakers, it's quite close, but well, Hamilton is really quite feeling the pressure now. Verstappen towards the outside, and we'll look. It's going to be side by side down the straight, maybe, as we come towards turn 9. Verstappen might try to send it, doesn't send it. It's going to be maybe another lap before we see that happen again. But Lewis Hamilton under pressure from Max Verstappen, the 3-time world champion against the 7-time world champion. Hamilton under pressure once more. Verstappen's going to try it, but doesn't get there enough. Hamilton has to go a bit deep. And well, Verstappen will really try once again. This is getting close between the two of them. I don't know how much battery Lewis Hamilton has, but Verstappen is really right on the back there. Hamilton's struggling, and he's going to pull to the right side, ducks out of it as Hamilton defends. You can imagine GP Giampiero Lambiase in his ear telling him what he needs to do. Peter Bollington saying the same thing in Hamilton's ear too, to defend. And maybe it might be time for hammer time, we don't know. But Verstappen really trying to maybe try and get a move done here. Lap 22 of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. There's 36 to go here on Yas Island. And well, Verstappen looking right on the back of Lewis Hamilton and maybe trying to get a move done. To the right hand side, Max Verstappen looking to get the move done. It's been last of the late breakers. Verstappen breaks latest and gets the move done right round the outside of Lewis Hamilton, and a brilliant move for the Dutchman. And well, he will take the lead of the race and the lead of the World Championship, but it's all to play for. Can Hamilton come back? And well, Leclerc 5 seconds off Hamilton. It could all change, but Verstappen leads the race for the first time today. And well, Verstappen 204 points, Leclerc 203, Hamilton 199. This is a championship battle. Don't go away. This could be the best of the best. And well, this year, well, Fantasy Series has had some shocks, it's had some surprises, but it's all going to come down to these next 36 laps. And who knows what could happen? Who knows what could happen for Max Verstappen and for Charles Leclerc too. Now, if you remember what I said earlier about Ricciardo to the inside on Howell, and Howell trying to defend and trying to get past, but Ricciardo just does enough to get past Kai Howell there. Tsunoda right on the back as well, and looking to maybe fighting those in the Visa Cash App RB. But Howell holding P7. Ricciardo in 6th, and Piastri is really broken free from this battle earlier. The 6-second gap now, and I think Ricciardo's tyres have dropped off the similar way Hamilton's has. And look at that, the gap already after a lap. 3.4 seconds between Verstappen and Hamilton already. Leclerc doing even better, 3.8 behind Hamilton, and maybe we'll look to pass him. If Leclerc gets past, then that throws another element into the championship. Leclerc would be on 206, Verstappen 204. So even if Leclerc was to finish where he was, he'd need the fastest lap, and that's currently being held by this man here. It's West, who's still trying to get past Howell and will just join the battle. Out of absolutely nowhere, Tsunoda looking to put pressure on the Brit, but Howell also trying to get past Daniel Ricciardo. Last the late breakers again. West really goes quite deep going into turn 6, and West will go round the outside of Howell and will now try to look an attack at Daniel Ricciardo. And well, Daniel Ricciardo holds out quite nicely, and well, he's broken a second already to West and to Tsunoda and to Howell. And well, this 3, 7, 8, 9, the two West Racing sport cars are locked together essentially in an RB sandwich. West and Tsunoda 7th and 8th, Howell down to 9th, but Lewis Hamilton dropping off quite badly with these tyres. I'm surprised they've not brought him in. Maybe Mercedes are just waiting for a safety car or something in that moment to maybe throw something into their World Championship hopes. And well, Constructors' Championship is still with Ferrari. It's well, they'd be on 314 right now. Mercedes would be on 285, I believe. If I do my maths correctly, that could be interesting. But if Leclerc finishes second today, or does go level with Verstappen if he gets the fastest lap, he will win the championship on countback. So one fastest lap could be the huge difference. So if Leclerc pitted now, for example, and came out just in front of Russell and got a fastest lap, that would be a perfect opportunity for Charles Leclerc to maybe win the championship. But West, now under pressure from Daniel Ricciardo again, and touch and contact between the two of them. He did the same against Button earlier. And well, West turning in this side, and Ricciardo trying to get the switch back. One of Ricciardo's favourite moves himself, and West does it brilliantly. A fantastic move on Daniel Ricciardo, and now Tsunoda in the RB is battling the Red Bull. The two former teammates from this earlier in this season battling it out, and well, West coming around the turn 9 complex now, and that is an Aston Martin, and that should be Lance Stroll. He's binned it at, I think that's just under the hotel bridge. So that is a very, very interesting place to park. Will that be a safety car? It's the same place. Oh, he's lost the car on exit, just trying to put the power down. We've got a red flag here in Abu Dhabi, and well, that will put an end to proceedings for the time being. And that's a shame because Leclerc was right on the back of Lewis Hamilton. And well, Max Verstappen then will be not too happy with that one. Tyre changes are allowed, remember, under the red flags. And well, we'll be back in after just a small break to see what happens but at the restart of this race. We're going to restart on lap 33 according to race control, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments. See you in a second. Well, here we are then, once again on the grid in Abu Dhabi, coming up to 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. 31 laps to go then. Here in Abu Dhabi, Verstappen gets away well, but Hamilton gets another good start and will look towards the inside going into turn 1. Russell in 4th and doing okay and trying to look maybe up the inside of Charles Leclerc and maybe trying to get the move done. But Verstappen holds out well as we go down towards turn 5. But it's a late lunge, maybe for Russell. But Leclerc gets there just about. West sending one to the inside on George Russell and maybe up to 4th. But Russell holds the outside nicely and well, it's a perfect getaway from Max Verstappen. But Lewis Hamilton will look to follow as he comes down towards turn 6. Lewis Hamilton right on the edge of it. Lewis Hamilton down towards the inside. Lost the late breakers again. It's how it happened before. But Verstappen holds out quite nicely. And well, Lewis, well, can't get the move done there, but may look as we come down towards turn number 9. Hamilton pushes towards the inside and Verstappen will go side by side this time. Hamilton sends it down the inside. Verstappen can't quite hold it, but it's a perfect move from Lewis Hamilton, and he's done absolutely fantastically well. But Max Verstappen in behind in second, and well, this reopens up the championship. And now Hamilton retakes the lead of the championship, and it's all like it was all before at the start of the race. But a perfect getaway. Forwards West is dropping down the field ever so slightly, and Piastri under pressure now as West looks to go around the outside and maybe might try to do so. The bollard's gone right again. I think they've had the chance to replace the bollards during the red flag. But ignore that fastest lap from Hamilton. That's incorrect on the screen. It'll be West in the second who holds the fastest lap. Howell down the inside on Daniel Ricciardo and really trying to get the move done. Once again, sending it down the inside. Once again, and well, Howell will not quite triumph on the outside, or maybe she will. Howell keeping towards the inside now and up to 8th place, and Howell cuts across on Daniel Ricciardo. And well, perfect start. Well, there was, I believe it's Pierre Gasly who struggled at the start, but Hamilton, as it stands, 206, Leclerc 203, and Verstappen 197 in the championship. This could be, well, perfect. West Racing Sport on, well, will sit second and or fourth and fifth in the drivers, and then fourth in the constructors as it stands. And well, Lewis Hamilton streaking away and making use, but Verstappen and Leclerc staying in that tow of that 1 second. And well, maybe we'll see a bit more. But Piastri losing out to West. I'm sure he won't go into the pits again, West, this time. He's on the C4 tyre, so the not so soft but soft set of Pirelli range, in the Pirelli range. And well, Russell in fourth as well. He's having a good race for him. George Russell up there with the Mercedes. And a better start definitely than part one for George Russell as well. But, and I think, oh, he's in the pits again, West. I don't know if he had a collision with someone, but he's in the pits once again. And, well, that's unfortunate. Change of front wing probably for West. He's missed his marks as well, so that's going to cost him even more time. But, well, that's not good for West. And, well, we're halfway in the race now. And, well, he came back before. He can do it again. But Max Verstappen, Hamilton and Leclerc, all that top three is looking quite nice. Well, Leclerc will close right up on Max Verstappen and maybe have a go as we go towards through the turn 7 and 8 and down towards turn 9 we go once again. Both DRSs open for Verstappen and Leclerc. Maybe this could be a good chance for everything to... Here comes Howell, now down the inside on Piastri, and looking maybe to get the move done. Howell was late on the brakes, and got the move done. Howell up to 5th in the West Racing Sport machine, and well, it's a perfect move from the West Racing Sport driver on her last race for the team, and well, this could be, well, a very fond farewell for Kai Howell. The Brit has done extremely well, became the first woman to win in Formula 1 at Silverstone this year in front of a home crowd. And well, George Russell now will next be under pressure, maybe from Kai Howell, and well, there's a gaggle of cars behind as well. Tsunoda on the C5, but yeah, if we look at tyres actually as well, Max Verstappen's still sticking to the medium. He can, of course, they're not restricted on tyres in the Fantasy Series. You can run with the same tyre, but the medium is what's worked really well for the Red Bull so far this season, and I think they're continuing that trend of sticking to the mediums and sticking to what they know. But Hamilton and Leclerc on the C5, so they may drop off once again, but well, if Verstappen gets it right, then this could be another perfect championship. But Lewis, well, there we go, hammer time for Lewis Hamilton. But Verstappen now still in DRS range and will look to maybe close that gap. Tsunoda keeping Vettel at bay and Button behind him as well. Ocon's also in the fight. Magnussen just out of DRS range but still there. Ricciardo being passed by Piastri, but Ricciardo looking to maybe send one down the inside. That's the late breakers again, and Piastri has dropped down the field once more. And well, Ricciardo and Howell passed again, and Piastri sticks to 7th. But this could be a crucial moment in the race. But Russell now going to be soon under pressure from Kai Howell once more. But the front three are streaking away again. The championship leaders, Lewis Hamilton, P1 in the championship. Verstappen P3 as it stands, and Leclerc also up in P2. But Lewis Hamilton, 27 laps to go, looks more and more likely by the lap to be the world champion of 2024. Russell now right under pressure from Howell, and Howell really trying to work the steering wheel to, well, go on, get the turn in. And well, Howell now right on the back, DRS open on George Russell, and getting very close is Kai Howell now maybe to look to send one down the inside, last of the late breakers, and well, I think we'll stay on that gearbox of the Mercedes and try and make a move down towards turn 9. Russell now still under pressure from Howell, and Howell will now get slipstream once more. Ricciardo also in the mix in the background, maybe trying to get past George Russell and Howell, but Howell will try and send one down the inside. It's very late. I don't think it's going to work this time, but it has worked potentially for the West Racing Sport Car. Howell gets up to 4th, and well, a perfect move for the West Racing Sport Car, and well, that could put her in hopes of a podium if Hamilton, Verstappen and Leclerc don't fail to finish on the top 3 steps. Howell in prime position to maybe collect a trophy on her last appearance, but Ricciardo also still pushing, and well, West is right down the order, and he's going to be catching for some time that front three, that Pierre Gasly and Albon and Guan Yu Zhou. Gasly, of course, recovering after that early mishap on the first lap of the race. And well, Russell and Ricciardo, and Russell is slowly dropping back, and we had a good first couple of laps, and then it's all gone wrong again. I think George Russell not really enjoying maybe this C3 tyre. Ricciardo is also on the C3 too, so the Red Bulls both going long into the race on this set of tyres, and Russell and well, Hamilton maybe trying to buck the trend and get a gap early, but Sebastian Vettel and Tsunoda and Lawson, quite a lot of strolling through from the cameras today, but Jenson Button now on the back of Esteban Ocon and maybe trying to make a move down to turn 9. The 2009 world champion in the Brawn GP, back with Ross Brawn at the helm, and well, not quite getting the move done there at turn 9, and Esteban Ocon will hold out 10th place and do so quite nicely. But the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, he's quite high up. He's started 15th, and yeah, he's done quite well for himself, Kevin Magnussen, today. He's really quite been up there. But Kai Howell now in 4th, and really quite enjoying this race, I think to be said. But you can see now Ricciardo in the distance and quite far back. Charles Leclerc though, 0.8 of a second behind Verstappen, as that battle could heat up quite nicely on the C5 tyre and the C3. But it could get quite close at that battle for second. Remember, if Leclerc gets second, he will need a fastest lap. Now the current holder of the fastest lap is West, but he's not in the top 10, so that point wouldn't count. So Leclerc, if he wants that point, if he wants to win the championship today, he needs that fastest lap point. And well, he's right up on the back of Max Verstappen now. And to get second place would be a huge achievement for Charles Leclerc. Here we go then. Down towards turn 9. Verstappen will look to defend it, but he doesn't. He leaves the door open, and Leclerc sneaks one up the inside and will try to take second place. Sparks flying from the back, but he does take second place. Charles Leclerc up to P2 and level on points now with Lewis Hamilton in the World Championship. Max Verstappen, well, has let Charles Leclerc through, and well, that's not going to help Verstappen's championship hopes. He's not going to pass one, he's now going to pass 2 cars to get into that championship lead. And well, if Leclerc wins the race, remember, he's world champion. That's it. He outscores Hamilton and Verstappen. He's world champion. But as it stands, Hamilton will win the championship because he's by virtue of race wins, level on points, 206 to 206. And well, with Hamilton's 5 wins to Leclerc's 3, for Hamilton winning in Turkey, Le Mans, Belgium, Italy and Indonesia. And then Leclerc, Saudi Arabia, South Africa and Las Vegas. This could be a very, very big finish in this championship. If Leclerc gets the fastest lap, he goes up to P1. That's it. If Hamilton gets the fastest lap, well, it could mean a race. Verstappen though, back down the inside, searching maybe, and well, not quite enough for Max Verstappen. The Dutchman will have another run though, and Lewis Hamilton, it's just playing into his hands, really, isn't it? This battle behind him, if he needs to get that championship point that he might need and fight for that fastest lap, well, this could get quite dicey. But Verstappen still right on the back of Charles Leclerc, 0.3 of a second, and well, we'll close right up now as you go through sector 3 under the hotel. And well, Leclerc, I think, is dropping back by the minute to Lewis Hamilton. If he keeps this battle up, it's just going to play into Lewis Hamilton's hands, because if he gets that fastest lap point, Lewis Hamilton will have fresh tyres. he'll maybe sacrifice the gap, but he'll have fresh tyres for that assault, and Leclerc might not have that virtue. So the longer this battle goes on and this battle rages, Charles Leclerc will struggle later in the race. Max Verstappen, though, keeping going, keeping the pressure on. Howell, though, is 6 seconds behind Max Verstappen. Ricciardo 3 seconds behind Howell. So the main competition for the rest of the field is kind of safe and kind of away from the two of them. But Lewis Hamilton, the more this goes on, it's going to play into his hands, and he's really quite enjoying this in this battle. But Max Verstappen, once again, has the slipstream on Charles Leclerc, and maybe, last the late breakers once again, looks to send it down the inside, no to the apex, and well, can't quite get the move done that time. He will have another go, going down towards turn 9, the back straight, the DRS zone that Max Verstappen loves. He did the move in 2021 to win in the championship, down into turn 5, and he also held it out into turn 9 too, but this time, turn 9 is Max Verstappen's best friend as he gets back into second place, and well, Leclerc, it was a good moment, but he has lost some time now to Lewis Hamilton, and well, this battle between the two of them certainly didn't help them, but it's not all over yet. We've still got 23 laps to go here in Yas Marina, and well, Sebastian Vettel sticking with that Audi team next year and potentially partnering with Gabriel Bortoleto, apparently, the F2 champion. But Lewis Hamilton 206, Leclerc 203 and Verstappen 197. This could be, well, a finale of all finales. But yeah, Gabriel Bortoleto, the F2 champion, potentially partnering Sebastian Vettel in that Audi next year. That fully white helmet from Sebastian Vettel, and you can see behind him George Russell, and Vettel doing quite nicely up in 6th. He's very comfortable. But the full-time world champion, 2010 to 2013, he knows all about title deciders at Abu Dhabi, and well, 2010 was one of them. He was the least likely of all of the 4 drivers going into that weekend. Alonso, Hamilton, Vettel in there too, and it was big day, that one. Never thought you'd see 4 drivers going for a world championship title. That was a close season. And well, we haven't had quite a close season this year, quite like this. And well, 3 teams, 3 drivers going for the world title fight, and Piastri now right on closing on Russell, and may have a look and have a sniff, but 36 laps down, and Piastri and Russell's tyres certainly starting to go off a little bit. I'm not sure if Russell kept the same C3 tyres he did from the first stint, but Piastri is right on his tail, and he is dropping down, George Russell. He's not enjoying this, I have to say. But Russell now, going through the last section of corners, Piastri right on his tail. Russell right towards the main straight now, and coming towards turn 1. Piastri right on the defensive. On the defensive from Piastri, sorry. Russell really trying to hold this 7th place. He doesn't want to drop down the field further. Yuki Tsunoda 1.8 seconds behind him. And this could get quite spicy as we come down towards turn 5. Piastri maybe having a think and having a look, but well, those C5 tyres are sort of playing into his hands here. Top 10 on the C5. Ocon, Tsunoda, Piastri, Howell, Leclerc and Hamilton all on the C5 tyres. Piastri looking to the outside and getting the move done. He will hold that brilliantly, and what a move that is from Oscar Piastri. He loves an outside line, the Australian. And well, the McLaren driver doing absolutely brilliantly. And that is a perfect move from Oscar Piastri, but under threat from Russell once more. And well, he'll hold out this time. And Oscar Piastri does quite well. Does very well. Lewis Hamilton then, 7.3 behind is Verstappen. Leclerc 2 seconds back behind Verstappen too. But Hamilton is comfortable. This is probably the most comfortable championship he's had since 2014, to say the least. Well, a championship title decider, especially 2014, would be a notable one. Last time he went into a championship battle in Abu Dhabi, it was 2016 against teammate Nico Rosberg. Rosberg won the championship, then retired a week later. Well, an 8th world title for Lewis Hamilton would crown him at the top of motorsport in the history books. Well, there was only one man he needed to beat, and that was Michael Schumacher, and he's equalled him at the Turkish Grand Prix 4 years ago. Verstappen on looking for a 4th world title, and Leclerc looking for his first, his maiden one. Tsunoda looking towards the inside now, and Yuki Tsunoda trying to get the move done side by side with George Russell, and well, looking to hold the outside is Yuki Tsunoda, and trying really quite nicely in that lovely sunset orange or sunset paint that they were going to use for Miami, but opted to use it here for the last few rounds of the season. Tsunoda down the inside on George Russell. It's a perfect move from the Japanese driver, and it's a perfect day for RB to be in the top 8. And well, there's some big points up for grabs in the World Championship for the second team of the Red Bull Group. And well, West is, well, quite enjoying, I think, this run through the field. He's up to 14th now, past Liam Lawson, who gave him problems earlier in the race. 19 laps to go then. And Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, the front three, all still within 10 seconds of each other. Well, this fight has been pure magic all over the season. We started in Bahrain when Verstappen took victory. Leclerc went and won in Saudi Arabia. West won in Wickham. We went to Turkey and Hamilton took victory. 4 different winners in the first 4 races. Paris-Orléans we then went to. It was a big win for Fernando Alonso and the Aston Martin team. His first win, Alonso, in, well, since 2013 in Valencia. Then we went across to Le Mans. Hamilton won that one. Some exciting places on the calendar this year, and I'm really looking forward to going back next year. And well, Esteban Ocon looking to get past George Russell and does so. Russell dropping like a fly through the field. This is not the result or the day that George Russell has wanted in that Mercedes camp. And he's meant to be the leader of the team next year, and the lead driver he will be. But yes, it's been and well, Mick Schumacher is out of the race. I believe he's dropping through. I think there's been a collision with West, but that car's been removed quite quickly. But Mick Schumacher out of the race. I just got word before the camera showed us, but that is a very strange accident. And well, I think it's a retirement, probably engine failure or something. But West, well, I think he's dropped down a bit further. He's now behind Jamie Chadwick. So I think there's been an incident on track somewhere. Well, I don't think we'll get a replay, but West and Chadwick going right up against each other. The former Women's Series champion in the Brawn. And, well, he couldn't get Barrichello back, but Ross Brawn convinced Rubens to return. But Jamie Chadwick, the next best thing in Women's Series, and called up the first announced female driver before West Racing Sport brought Kai Howell in. Well, there's talk next year of F1 Academy champion Avi Pullen going into a race seat, but we're not sure which one yet. Got Cadillac joining the grid as well, and potentially some interesting drivers to come. But Charles Leclerc will be paired by, as it stands, the new world champion in car number 44. If it stays the exact same way it is, maybe the 2 Ferraris will fight it out for the title next time out, next season. But Oscar Piastri in 7th place in front of Yuki Tsunoda. And doing quite nicely. Oscar Piastri coming out towards turn 5 now, but you can see him in the background trying to chase down Sebastian Vettel. But Kai Howell doing all she can to stay in 4th and pick up some big points in the championship. You would currently sit in 4th in the drivers if West doesn't finish in the top. Close with West and Lawson. That was very, very tight between the two of them. Almost colliding. And well, West and Lawson trying to fight back, but West getting the better of him. But if West doesn't finish in the points, remember, Howell will take 4th in the drivers, and that will be a huge achievement for the Brit. With the first time a woman has taken a top 5 spot in the Drivers' Championship in Formula 1 history. But still 16 laps to go. Anything could happen. Need to keep things all in perspective. And well, Max Verstappen is, well, really trying to catch down West, but on those C3s it's not quite working out for him. Lewis Hamilton, though, is right up the front and maybe making his gap 10 seconds soon. But remember, he's going to have to, he might, and I think he could, if my math is correct, he could catch up to the lap cars at the back, and that will be Pierre Gasly, potentially Nico Hülkenberg as well, and Alex Albon. There's a small gap at the back at 21, 21st, 20th and 19th. They're all sat together. And well, this could be quite an interesting finale. If Hamilton cannot get past those lap cars, because well, blue flags don't really work very well around here at Abu Dhabi. We've found in the in past races. And well, Lewis Hamilton will potentially struggle to get past those lap cars with the blue flags not quite working as they should be in a Formula 1 Fantasy Series. But if Verstappen catches, it could be quite an interesting finale going into this last 15 or so laps. Lewis Hamilton, though, will be champion as it stands. The gap to Verstappen, 10 seconds. Leclerc behind with 12.5 seconds behind Hamilton. This could get very, very tight. And well, Howell also 9 seconds behind. So it's all to play for in the championship between the top 3 still. West 12th at the moment, Button 11th. We run through the top 10 and or top 20 even. Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc, Howell, Ricciardo, Vettel, Piastri, Tsunoda, Ocon, Russell, Button, West, Magnussen, Bottas, Lawson, Colapinto, Chadwick, Guan Yu Zhou, Albon and Gasly. And well, Russell, we're going to speak about Esteban Ocon now. Esteban Ocon having a fantastic race. And well, he won in Madrid, Esteban Ocon. He had a fantastic race there. Alpine read the changeable conditions brilliantly. And well, they've proved themselves so well in the wet this year. And tricky conditions. And Madrid will hopefully return next year on the Formula 1 Fantasy Series calendar. It was a good race and everyone very much enjoyed it. But George Russell right on the back of Esteban Ocon and looking to maybe get the move done and try and get past him. It's quite a tight gap this between Ocon and Russell. But Russell, DRS open, looking to try and make it past Esteban Ocon, looking towards the inside, sending one up the inside, getting a wheel in on the back of Esteban Ocon and making the move through. What a brilliant move from George Russell. That was absolutely fantastic from the Brit. And well, now he's got Yuki Tsunoda 8 seconds in front. And well, West and Button will go to war again for 11th in a second. But Ocon and Russell still battling and still going at it. 14 laps to go here at the As Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. And here's Daniel Ricciardo this time. And well, 2 seconds behind Kai Howell. And well, Ricciardo's had some good races so far this season, but also some not so good races. And well, West still has the fastest lap, remember. And speaking of, gone off. And I think Well, I think he's just lost the car, lost the rear. Maybe battling with someone. I'm not sure who it might be, but well, West. Well, I don't think we'll get a replay of it, but West will now have to chase back down Magnussen and Bottas, and it's time lost in his fight back through the field that he won't need. And this could be quite a tight one going into this last few laps or so. And well, Russell and Ocon once again fighting, and Ocon getting the best of Russell this time. And well, I just realised Ocon is also on the C5 again, and sorry, I think I mentioned it earlier, but Ocon on the C5, and Russell will maybe have a bit more luck going into the latter stage of the race, depending on how much he's burnt up his tyres already. Tsunoda in 8th, and really quite enjoying life up the top, and right on the back of Oscar Piastri as well. In the McLaren, well, McLaren not on a good weekend here so far, and well, Piastri has, well, maybe got a lot of weight on his shoulders as the last McLaren in the Grand Prix. And Leclerc slowly catching Verstappen. 1.8 now the gap is come down by about 2 tenths over the past couple of laps. But Tsunoda will have the DRS open, and you can see that battery is completely empty. I think all of them are, to be fair, so this is going to be quite a fight. If Tsunoda can maybe get past, and he will look towards the inside, and oh, he'll get pinched. He doesn't want to go into the back of Piastri, but he holds it well. Tsunoda will now another dose of DRS as we go down the back straight towards turn 9, and well, Yuki Tsunoda thundering down and thundering towards Oscar Piastri's gearbox, and maybe trying to send one down the inside. I don't think I think he might be just a bit late on Oscar Piastri, but what a brilliant move that could have been for Yuki Tsunoda. He will have another go on the next lap, but well, Yuki is a fierce racer. He's a driver with a lot to prove, and a very big point to prove if he wants that Red Bull seat for next season. From my understanding is that Red Bull want Liam Lawson in to fully cement that second seat. Riccardo on a temporary. Looks like Riccardo will move to another team, but well, Charles Leclerc is 1.8 behind, and well, still trying to make it work, but the championship still as it stands. 206 for Hamilton, 203 for Leclerc, and 197 for Verstappen. It's a big gap for Leclerc to. It might seem small to you guys at home, but Leclerc needs 3 points, and he'll need to pass Verstappen in 1.8 seconds. If he puts his foot down, he could really achieve this. But, well, Piastri and Tsunoda really quite fighting, and there was some contact made between the two of them. Piastri streaking out ahead, though, and making it known. Tsunoda looking towards the inside now as we go towards turn 9. But not quite enough. Piastri gets to keep 7th place for the time being. Well, the gap between Hamilton and Verstappen up to 11 seconds now, and well, Howell behind the top 3, 12 seconds as well. Everyone's way too spaced out, and I think Ocon and Russell are swapping positions again, and well, I don't blame them. They've had a brilliant battle so far this race. But Ocon and Russell dropping off the main 8 ever so slightly. Weston, well, wanting a bit more. But Tsunoda really trying to get on the back of Oscar Piastri once again, and really wanting this 7th place. It would mean so much to the RB team, and moving forward next season they're probably going to have Isaac Hadjar step into that right hand seat on the behind whoever it will be, Tsunoda or Lawson. But West improving his fastest lap, and well, he's quite enjoying those C4 tyres, I'd say, but yeah, it's looking good for him. Russell on the back, and you can see in the background, and really chasing Esteban Ocon, and West is in there too. But Piastri and Tsunoda going back to get back at it in the wars again. Tsunoda sending it towards the inside and really trying to get the move done, but not quite this time. Tsunoda may have the better exit though. on those tyres. But, well, he does. He looks like he really does. He's looking racy. Tsunoda going down the back straight again and, well, closing the DRS. A little dab of brake. But Tsunoda can't quite get the move done again. And, well, Piastri holds 7th once more going through turn 9. 10 to go then. Hamilton has just crossed the line once more. And, well, this could be game, set and match in the championship for Verstappen and Leclerc. Christian Horner said in 2021, we need a miracle now, and, well, a miracle came in the form of a gift from the racing director. But Verstappen still won the championship that year, and West going very, very wide. He had to avoid Russell in the closing speed. He's on a roll, West, tonight, and, well, Verstappen won the championship, but many feel he was aiding in doing so, and Hamilton maybe should be fighting for a 9th championship tonight, but we'll see. West looking to around the outside of George Russell, and maybe trying to get Ocon as well. He does send one down the inside. Ocon, though, gets his swooped around the outside to keep the place, and, well, does quite a nice job. Here comes Russell, though, and West searching around the outside, and, well, Ocon just about got there, and, well, Russell and Ocon passed by West. West goes very deep, though, into the turn 6 and 7 chicane, but, well, West has done absolutely brilliantly, and he will bring Ocon and Russell along for the ride if they can hold on with his pace, but 10 seconds is a long way to go. With 9 to go, that is, as well. West might just have to put his foot down. He can catch 2 seconds a lap. He'll right on the back of Tsunoda within by lap 54, and Piastri as well might be in his reach, but who knows? There's a lot to catch within the next few laps or so. But Verstappen and Leclerc, 2.3 seconds now separates them. And, well, they are enjoying this. I will say this much. I think Leclerc and Verstappen have loved their cars this year. They've allowed them to be competitive and nearly taken them into a World Championship fight. And, well, this was probably Leclerc's first that went all the way. There was, of course, 2022 when it could have been Charles Leclerc's to take if it hadn't been, you know, that fateful day in Paul Ricard at the French Grand Prix that stopped him from doing so. Lewis Hamilton, though, the veteran of these title fights, and, well, George Russell once again fighting Esteban Ocon again. And, well, Russell getting the move done this time, and West will, well, he's down to 6.2. He's absolutely flying, and, well, this might help him as Piastri and Tsunoda are really quite battling out. And Ocon getting back past again on Russell. This is a brilliant dicing move, a dicing battle for the last point in the Grand Prix today on the standings and on the order. And a point for the Alpine team. I mean, they had their big win, and Ocon's big win. But for the World Championship, Esteban Ocon would quite like a point, I think, today. But George Russell is still putting more and more pressure on the Frenchman, and, well, closest gap on the track right now is Russell and Ocon. Vettel's catching Ricciardo on the C3 tyre, and, well, Ricciardo is also on the C3, but he is catching. Maybe we might have one last fight between Vettel and Ricciardo, the two former Red Bull teammates. And Ricciardo's been all over the place since then, and, well, Tsunoda looking down the inside on Oscar Piastri now, trying not to hit each other and do what Sainz did earlier. But West is following him behind. He's 4 seconds back. And Oscar Piastri still going. Tsunoda looking towards the inside, going to turn 9 and maybe trying to get the move done. Yuki Tsunoda down the inside and up to 7th place. that RB is looking really racy today. He's looking fantastic. And well, this is a performance that Tsunoda would hope might confirm in that second Red Bull seat. Piastri is still on the back of Tsunoda and really trying to put the pressure on as we go through the final sector under the hotel. And well, Ricciardo still under pressure from Sebastian Vettel, and really right under pressure now as Vettel's in the DRS zone and within range of maybe using that assistance, that extra 15 kilometers per hour or so that down the back straights between turns 5 and turn 6 and well 8 or 7 and 8 and 9 as well, the 2 DRS zones. And we'll have the opportunity now as Ricciardo will try and defend as we go down the straight. Here's Daniel Ricciardo right on the back now. Sebastian Vettel will pull towards the left-hand side and well looks to the right instead. Sebastian Vettel looking towards the outside. Last of the late breakers, the current Red Bull driver and the former Red Bull driver, Sebastian Vettel, gets up to 5th place in the Audi. A brilliant move from him. And well, that's a perfect day for Sebastian Vettel and for Audi. But Ricciardo's going to try and come back, of course. The Aussie will never back down from a fight. But this time, just not quite enough for Daniel Ricciardo. But well, West is right on the back now, this Tsunoda Piastri group. And Piastri back up to 7th. And I think he's got him in that turn 9 complex as well. But, well, West, you can see him in the background. He's really quite catching. And he has caught very quickly. 2.5 seconds a lap. And well, Russell and Ocon battling once more. And turn 9 complex. And well, the gap out front. Verstappen 16 seconds behind Hamilton now. But Hamilton is coming right on the close. Oh, Tsunoda round! I think West has hit him again. It's the 3rd time today he's hit someone from the back in that corner. And well, Tsunoda, I think, could be out of the race. Yuki Tsunoda, who was running so high for RB, it's all gone wrong again. And I think it was just the closing speed again. West didn't realise. That's a horrible way to go for Yuki Tsunoda. But West, 1.4 seconds. He is definitely out of the race, Yuki Tsunoda, and that is heartbreaking. That's absolutely heartbreaking for Tsunoda. But well, West will look and see if Oscar Piastri's in his sights. Well, that's so unfortunate. Daniel Ricciardo still in DRS range on Sebastian Vettel, and we're closing right up as we go into the last corner. And well, Ricciardo still going and still having a go. 5 laps to go here at Yas Marina. 17 seconds, the gap at the front 2. Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc 2 seconds behind. And well, this could be a World Championship finale that could just be so decisive and so exciting at the same time. Daniel Ricciardo then on the back of Sebastian Vettel down the main straight. 5 laps, here we are then to go. And well, West and Piastri in the background having a battle, but could be one of, if not the best, finales we'll have in a long time in Formula 1. It went to the wire. Hamilton and Verstappen and Leclerc really giving it a go. But West is past Piastri now, and Piastri will, well, maybe look to try and get back as we go down towards turn 6. West looking maybe to defend from Oscar Piastri. West pulls to the right-hand side, so we'll have the outside or the inside line back for turn 7. But West and Piastri, last of the late breakers, and well, Piastri tries and West tries to cut him off, and that was maybe a day late and $1 short for a defence, but Piastri, well, not quite enough maybe for West to try and defend that one. But Piastri, well, keeping 7th place, and well, Leclerc right on the back and still going. Lewis Hamilton, though, has caught up to the Haas, and I think that's Nico Hülkenberg, Alex Albon, and yeah, Gasly. The rear 3, 18th, 19th and 20th, and well, now he's got to try and lap them. And I don't know if the blue flags are working. You can't see any blue flags on the boards on the right-hand side of the track, but Oh, look, he's having to slow right down. And now Verstappen, this might play into Verstappen and Leclerc's hands. So, the gap is coming down ever so slightly. Verstappen down to 15 seconds. Leclerc still at 2.5 behind Verstappen, but 17 behind Lewis Hamilton. This could get quite interesting. 14.5. It is coming down. It is massively coming down, about a second per sector. So, West is also past Piastri at the same time, and Piastri will maybe try and have another go down into turn 6 again. West got the move down in the first sector, but Piastri is looking good again. Oscar Piastri on the rear of West and still looking to go down the inside, and maybe not quite there. The braking wasn't quite there for Oscar Piastri. It wasn't close enough. But that gap, it is really coming down. The gap from Hamilton Verstappen now, 4 to go in the race, 13.4. This is really coming down. 13.2, 13 seconds now. We might see 12 in a moment. This is going to get really tight towards the end, potentially. Verstappen right on the back of Lewis Hamilton as we really come across the last lap, lap 58. It could be happening all over again. No blue flags is not helping Lewis Hamilton, and maybe there could be a bit of stress on that Mercedes pit wall. Verstappen, though, will look to try and catch him. And Leclerc, this is going to play into his hands right as well. If the gap's come down 3 seconds in the past lap, this is going to get interesting. This is going to get spicy. Hamilton will have the DRS, but the problem is, because it's a gaggle of cars, I really don't think this is going to be a finish that, well, this could be incredible. This finish, 11.8 for Verstappen. It's coming down. It really is coming down. Max Verstappen is going to be putting his foot flat to the floor as we finish lap 55 and come through the last sector into the hotel. But Lewis Hamilton, pole position, leading the race, and maybe an 8th World Championship under threat once again. Lewis Hamilton crosses the line to start lap 56, and well, this could be a finish unlike any other. 10.5 the gap to Verstappen. Howell in 4th. West is catching Vettel, 3.3 behind Sebastian Vettel in the Audi. Ricciardo is also there, and he's 5 seconds behind West, ahead of West. So this could get quite spicy. Verstappen, 10 seconds, under 10 seconds now in fact, and it's getting close, really quite close, between the front two. Lewis Hamilton, though, must be feeling the pressure inside the cockpit. This is going to get really quite tense. The last 3 laps of this race, the last 3 laps of the entire season are going to come down to this. But Hamilton still on top, 206. If Verstappen takes the lead, remember, he wins the championship. It's going to be the same as 2021 again. If Verstappen takes the lead. If Hamilton gets the fastest lap, remember, he might just hold out. Oh no, sorry. If Leclerc gets the fastest lap, he will win the championship. If it stays as it is and Hamilton falls off the top. So, anything to play for in this top 3. And well, this is going to get interesting. Vettel and West are now battling. And he's caught quite quickly onto the back of Sebastian Vettel. Howell 13.8 behind Leclerc. I'm watching the figures. I think everyone's watching the tower right now. Just seeing this gap come down. 7.1, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. The gap is really closing. And well, you might just see a speck as you come above turn 4 at the top of the hill. You might see Verstappen. I can see him at the top there. Max Verstappen, 6.9 seconds behind. And well, he is right on the limit. And using all his battery to try and catch up to Lewis Hamilton with 2 laps to go. 6.5. And well, you can see Verstappen has got him in his sights. 3.5 to Leclerc. Leclerc might just be dropping off a little bit here. And well, this is going to be so tight. 7.2. 7 seconds now. Verstappen really trying to put the pressure on. This is going to get tight. This is going to get close. Leclerc on the backstretch. Well, I think Leclerc might just be out of the championship hunt unless Verstappen really puts his foot down. Hamilton, he's sliding everywhere. Lewis, he's really struggling on the tyres. 1 lap to go. And well, we're going to get, as the Americans say, the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Round the last 2 corners we come. And well, Nico Hülkenberg is not helping Lewis Hamilton's chances at all. And well, it was passing a German that gave him his first world title back in 2008. Look at the gap, 4.9. This is going to get tight. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen will potentially go into a shootout in the last sector at this rate. But lap 58, the last lap, we're going to ride on board with Lewis Hamilton and stay with him for this remainder of this lap. Hülkenberg, he's really struggling to try and keep Lewis Hamilton behind, But Hamilton, oh, don't try that. That's risky. That's so risky from Lewis Hamilton trying that on the inside. He will lose a bit more time to Verstappen. But there it is. The top 3, all within, that is 7 seconds of each other, with literally half a lap to go of the season, half a lap of the race to go. And well, the championship is gone to the wire. Lewis Hamilton, the boy from Stevenage, has led the championship for most of the season. He's been outstanding. 2008, 2014 with the Mercedes, 15, 17, 18, 19 and 20. And now 2024, after some of his most difficult Mercedes years, and maybe that boy from Stevenage never dreamed as hard as he has now of getting that 8th World Championship. And well, he's going to surpass Michael Schumacher tonight. And 7 times champion, well, he's about to become an 8. Lewis Hamilton coming through the final corner now. Lewis Hamilton is going to be an 8-time world champion here at Yas Marina tonight. Lewis Hamilton is the 2024 world champion. What a brilliant victory from Lewis. It was tight at the end. No one was sure if it was going to be Hamilton or Verstappen across the line. But what a race. And Hamilton is your world champion. What a race indeed for Lewis.
Get in there, Lewis! You're the man! You're the man! Oh, mate, I have been waiting for this. Jeez.
Thank you so much, guys. It means a lot. It means a lot to get this one. And a big thank you to all the fans here. Love you guys.
Yes, mate.
We will prevail. We never give up. And what a sign of...
Well, in his final race for Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton has come out on top. And well, that's it. 2024, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton on top with Max Verstappen in second and Charles Leclerc in third. What? Well, your top 3 at the end of the year. And the top 3 in the championship. And well, Lewis Hamilton takes top spot, 25 points. West gets the fastest lap, so it wouldn't have happened for Charles Leclerc anyway in the end. Kai Howell finishes the last race for West Racing Sport in 4th. Daniel Ricciardo up in 6th, a great result for him again. Vettel in the Audi getting some points with Piastri, Ocon and Russell in the top 10 too. Bottas, Button, Magnussen, Lawson, Guanyu Zhou, Chadwick, Colapinto, Gasly, Albon and Hülkenberg is your last top 20. And well, it was a tough race for Yuki Tsunoda, Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso and so many more. It's been an unfortunate day for those, but the news is Lewis Hamilton is your world champion, 206 points. Charles Leclerc finishes second. The 2 Ferrari teammates in 2025 will finish top 2 in the standings. Verstappen in the Red Bull 197. West finishes 4th, Howell 5th. Norris, well, a good race for him too, but unfortunate race for him. But Ferrari are the Constructors' champions. Lewis will be moving to Ferrari for, well, it's the first time they've won their championship since 2008 Ferrari, so it's a big, big day for Fred Vasseur and the team. Well, that's it. Lewis Hamilton is your world champion for 2024, and well, it was an amazing world championship all year round. And well, we've had some shocks, we've had some surprises all the way back from Bahrain. Max Verstappen won, and everyone was kind of groaning and moaning about how, it's going to be a Max Verstappen world championship, and it and he's going to sweep the entire field the whole year on Fantasy Series. I wasn't going to let that happen. I wanted to make sure that there was a proper title fight and there was something there for everyone. But this is my outro today. I've got a lot of people to thank, and I've got a lot of people to kind of explain everything and everything in general, what's going on behind the scenes with this series, and actually explain where we're going next year. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's viewed this series this year. This has been one of the most popular series on the channel on Westie TV this year, and I think it's mainly because we started this series because of the popularity that we did on a video for Las Vegas last year, and the Las Vegas Grand Prix, which was absolutely a lot of fun to do. So we just thought, why don't we make more fantasy races in 2024? So we started out at Bahrain, we went to Saudi Arabia, we went to Wickham. Wickham, it was Pinwheel, and we wanted to do a Wickham Grand Prix in a sense and have a bit of fun there. We also had, we had stuff in Paris, we had Le Mans, we went to Indonesia at one point, back to Sepang. I'm going to have a look. I don't think have a look at where we've been this year, because I genuinely, when you get to this point, you kind of forget what's happened this year. Yeah, we've been to Turkey, back to Istanbul, went to Belgium, Italy, went to Madrid, South Africa, Kyalami as well, Las Vegas. We've had a great year. I've really enjoyed this. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's come along and supported the series, regardless of what track we did, who won the race. You've all supported me. You've all been absolutely brilliant with it. It's actually been really nice, and it's been fun to do commentary as well, like this, and like today, and do a full length. I know it did get boring and sometimes maybe a bit repetitive, as you can probably tell with this outro, but I just want to say thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. There's also some other people. There's other people I want to thank. I want to thank Kai, because you put up with me for pretty much the entire year. As some of you may know, we have split up, and I'm really sad to say that, because Kai is absolutely lovely. She deserves the world. But we split up on good terms, and we are making, we're still friendly. We're just moving on our own separate paths because of distance, and that's the way we have to do things, unfortunately, these days. So Kai won't be returning for next year's F1 Fantasy Series. I wanted to keep her in for the finale because I kind of recorded everything, and I'd done everything before we split. This was a couple of days ago before I'm recording this right now. But that's what's happened, and that's why she won't be returning in 2024. That's why I said in the race and everything, final race appearance. But I just want to say huge thank you to her for allowing me to put her in this series and building a team. Essentially, it's been good fun. It's been good fun to do that. And next year we'll have a new driver alongside who will who will probably hopefully win some more races than we did this year. There's also some people I want to thank, and it is I've got them in the description below, and they've all essentially played a part in the graphics you've seen this year at Westie TV, and all of the work essentially that's gone in behind the scenes is because of these guys, and they are the graphics. They basically remake the graphics. You will see on Formula 1 races, and they will put them in. So a bit like I've done in the past with the Champions League graphics for the FBC Champions League and other series, Euros for example. These guys do it for Formula 1, and they've been absolutely fantastic, and they will go into Photoshop or Adobe, and they've made me essentially learn the programs a little bit and use their templates. So I'd like to thank Lon1138 for his fantastic Discord community. He's been absolutely amazing, so I'm reading off my phone in my description here for the videos. LX7, Lukas Derksen, Filo, and there's so many more creators on there, and I just want to say a huge thank you to those guys. So Lom, LX7, Lucas and Philo, thank you guys so much. You've made this series so much nicer to watch for, I hope, for viewers around the world. And I hope you guys have hopefully enjoyed what I've been doing with your templates and things. And this has been great fun. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's because you guys have been absolutely amazing and so talented to put that into perspective. And you guys deserve the world. And this series is almost in a tribute to your hard work. So thank you very much. And I will pay tribute to that. So thank you very much to you guys. You've made this series absolutely possible. And yeah, there's so many more and so many more people on that Discord community. Go and join it. Go and say hello. if you want to do videos like this yourself, and I know there's many people who have contributed and made graphics. There's also there's one massive person I need to thank, and I've just remembered who it is. Mitsos. I just want to say a huge thank you, because you have actually inspired this series, and you have made it brilliant. I watched every single one from 2021 out to 2023, and of your fantasy series itself. And when I saw you weren't doing it this year, I wanted to kind of continue that kind of model and have a go myself at making this. So this series is kind of inspired by Mitsos's, and I want to say a huge thank you to him, because he's made this series possible. I also want to say, I mentioned Kai, creators and everything. I also want to say a huge thank you to Assetto Corsa. I'm looking forward to working with Assetto Corsa Evo in January, hopefully. I don't know if I'll get they probably won't allow me to do alpha or beta testing. I'm not big enough as a YouTuber. But for you guys at home, I want to say thank you very much. Putting up with me for the entire year, putting up my commentary, and I hope you've all enjoyed. It's been good fun doing, and you can watch the playlist. The playlist is there on YouTube for you now to watch forever. And the 2024 season will go down in the memory, hopefully, of some of you guys and what you've done have made this series possible. I've kept doing it because you guys seem to enjoy it. But apart from that, I've gone on for 7.5 minutes doing this outro, and I just want to say, I can't stop saying thank you, really. If you are celebrating this Christmas, Merry Christmas. I probably won't see you all till, in terms of fantasy series, until February, because I've got to wait for all of the kind of content to come out for skins and things, wait for some car launches, and maybe we'll do some show out some team swaps during the year, throw some news about for Fantasy Series 2025. But in terms of it, thank you. I'm going to cut it short now because I'm going waffling. This is what happens when you get a Westie TV outro. You just get waffle. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has, supported this series. Been absolutely amazing, and yeah, he's been on the camera the entire day. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone. I will see you all very soon, and I want to wish everyone all the best. So, thank you very much. See you next time, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all. And the awards, 30th of December. I might actually, well, I have to do it. Got Friday. Yes, in fact, I'm going to open at the end of tomorrow. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, you'll be able to vote on the F1 Fantasy Series Awards, and then they'll come on the Westie TV Awards as well on the 27th. So, yeah, go and vote on those. Keep an eye out for that tomorrow, or if you're watching this on repeat, it'll be closed. But Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and thank you so much to everyone. You've been amazing, and thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone.